Hey everyone, how's it going? When is the last time that you considered that everything you believe is wrong? When is the last time you considered that the way that you see the world and everything that you understand about it is entirely wrong? The last couple of days I've been reading about perception and just how intrinsic it is to how you view the world, what patterns that you see in the world. You construct reality through patterns. There'll be some things which are important to some people, which will be in the fore, and other things that are in the background. People develop these philosophies on life based on very different things. Like you could have two people who perceive the same situation, but they come away with completely different conclusions. This is how you have differences in politics, different conspiracy theories, what to eat to, I don't know, lose weight and how to gain weight. There's just so many different ways people have of describing the world. You form beliefs and conclusions based on the patterns that you observe. Of course, there are truths in the world. These are things that are more consistent than everything else. These aren't necessarily infallible either. Science is carried out by humans, and even though there's good scientific methods for facts and for truth, how you interpret these facts may lead the scientific field to go this way, or it could go this way, and that completely changes how other people see the world based on what these scientists discover. It doesn't mean that what they didn't discover isn't true, but it's just by which path they decided was more fruitful based on their perspective, their cultural perspective, all this other stuff, that this is now seen as not necessarily the truth, but sort of the way forward. In a sense, it's weird. And so when people change, they've presumably got the same physical body, it might be slightly different, but it's the same meat cage they were in yesterday. Their memories are the same, but it's how they perceive them. They're now seeing different patterns in the world. Now, if it's a good change, a positive change, then perhaps they've finally understood how to be happy in their situation. But it can be a negative change. People lose faith in everything, lose faith in the way the world is. But the good news is that if everything was bad before, or if everything's black just now, there's no hope, there's no way out, it's possible you just need to reconfigure your perception. See, it's not the same as taking the blue pill, because it's sort of I don't think you can really go back once if you keep using the Matrix analogy, once you've taken the red pill, you can't really go back per se. It's more sort of ascending past your sorrow, as I'm starting to understand it. It's putting things into perspective so that everything's sort of forgivable and you don't feel hatred or very personal vengeance against other people, because now you have their perspective to forgive them. So it's not even that the situation has changed, but by changing your perception of it, you're now able to enter a much happier place. And truly, if the choice between feeling bad and feeling happy, you want to go with being happy. Because there was some people say, no, I like feeling bad, but I think there's always going to be the devil's advocates who do enjoy feeling bad, the true masochists. But I think, that people want to be happy, but they say they want to feel bad because they don't think that being happy is an option. Whereas, it might be. That's the thing we're talking about. But what if it is an option? And it's a dangerous thought, especially if you've been burned before. But it's, this is your life. If you're not trying to, maybe not happiness, but try to find a more fulfilling place, point in life where, you're in a healthier place. If you're not constantly trying to find that, even if the world is dark and bleak, if you're not trying to find that sense of happiness and constantly challenge your beliefs, and so what's the point? What's the point of going on if you're just going to sit in an echo chamber and claim knowledge over everyone else and sort of just try and feel superior in your little corner of the world? Like, what's the point? What is the point? Yeah, basically, the general point I'm trying to make is that if things aren't going the way you want them to, or if it seems that the world is out to get you, just consider that your perspective may be wrong. Entertain the possibility. Just it, people, it's easy for people to get comfortable, even if they're suffering. They're not in the best place. They're not where they want to be. It's more comfortable in admitting that everything's. So they need to start again. It takes a lot of dedication to. Yes, they're finding their center and being true to themselves. It does take a lot of work. But what else is there? What else is there in life but to grow and be proved wrong and just come to a point where you're aware of just how little you know, I think. And when you realize how little you know, you just become a lot more humble. You start listening to other people a lot more because there's so much that other people have to teach you. I know it might come off as sort of easy for me to just get on camera and talk about these big ideas, but am I really preaching or am I really practicing what I'm preaching? I'm trying to. It can be. It's just hard figuring out or just articulating where the problems are in life. What is holding you back. So yeah, I do understand it's not the sort of thing. Yep, I'm going to fix my life today. We're going to go. It does take time, a lot of self scrutiny. You've got to audit your life, as what's the name, Cicero said. It's I've been trying to get out. Well, yeah, I've been trying to get out and do cold approaches, and it's just really hard sometimes. So going up to some of these people, it seems like the hardest thing in the world. Like, I've had no bad experiences doing it whatsoever. Everyone's been perfectly nice, but there's still this feeling of just like this fear, and that's obviously something that I've got to fix. I've got to change my perception of going up to pretty girls and just sort of change my perception from a very negative one based on fear, where it's I'm doing this because I feel I have to, where it's I'm doing this because I want to. It's gonna be a fun conversation. It's just so yeah. I am on this process just as much as I hope you are, and I've actually created a Facebook group. If you look in the it's not going to come up on the screen. Why am I pointing the link below? The link way down below. If you go there and you go into the self-improvement group, then yeah, I've just created this place where I feel that we can talk about sort of insightful books or videos that we found, or sort of ideas that we don't understand yet, but we keep on hearing over and over again. So there must be something to it. Maybe someone help us out with that sort of stuff. It's personal revelations that we found. It's just really just a place to. I don't want this place to become an echo chamber by any means. I want it to be a place where we can come to be proven wrong. And that's what I want for this group. Just want to prove that everybody's a fucking idiot. That's what I want to do, including myself, especially myself. So if that's something you're interested in, then go to the link below. And yeah, I'd really love to hear from you. I'd really love to just figure out what all this shit's about, man. So really very for today. Your homework is to go and figure out one of your beliefs that you haven't double checked in a while, and go and check it again. You might see with a completely different set of eyes. It might completely change how you see it, how you see a lot of other things. But go away, do that. Leave in the comments what you've done, and we'll see you in the next one. So until next time, keep growing.